So the messaging app Signal has been dragged into the spotlight after it was revealed that high-level Trump administration officials have been using the app, which is public and commercial, for seemingly top-level military strategy. This was revealed when a top Trump official mistakenly added a journalist from The Atlantic onto a group chat. As such, the security and privacy of the app Signal has come under question, with Chuck Schumer actually saying on the Senate floor, that maybe government secrets are being peddled over unsecure text chains.
What we have here are senior U.S. leaders, including the Vice President and Secretary of Defense, having classified discussions of military action over an unsecure app.
Some experts are potentially saying that using Signal for sensitive government information is potentially illegal. But there is some nuance that needs to be had here. Signal actually is one of the most secure apps that exist for commercial purposes. It's way more secure than iMessage or WhatsApp because it uses end-to-end encryption, which means it makes it really hard for hackers or third parties to eavesdrop or intercept messages. Signal also has functions like disappearing messages or making it very hard to screenshot messages, which makes the app actually very secure. And some cybersecurity professionals that I talked to said that even they use the app for communications that they want to be private. But those cybersecurity professionals also said that when it comes to the level of government secrets, Signal is just not good enough, and it's not as good as the protocols that are already in place. And this is for a few reasons. So first, government officials are just not supposed to send out messages that are sensitive or classified over their phones. They're supposed to do so either over SIPRNet, which is a secure email server that's run by the DoD, or they're supposed to do it in controlled locations called SCIFs. And that's because, say you're using your phone in Signal in a coffee shop. It could be that Signal is very secure in terms of, when it leaves your phone. But there are all these other variables that happen. Somebody could be looking over your shoulder. Somebody could be, viewing your phone in different ways. These experts also told me that the government methods of communicating could have prevented what went wrong in this instance, which was human error. Just the simple human error of someone mistakenly adding an outside party to a message chain. Government channels, on the other hand, have a much higher level of authentication to ensure that who is supposed to be there is there and who is not supposed to be there is not. These channels prevent other kinds of interlopers or hackers from attempting to use phishing or malware techniques to gain information. And they also sort of keep an umbrella or keep a lid on all of the information, whereas on Signal, especially with disappearing messages, it makes it really hard for the government to track down all the information that was transmitted over Signal and where it might be now in the world. Signal also has existed for a while in murky territory when it comes to US government use. The Pentagon and various other agencies have discouraged use of the platform for government employees. And actually, just days after all of these top Trump officials were using Signal to talk about this imminent Yemen strike, the Pentagon issued an advisory warning its employees not to use Signal because it said that Russia was trying to target the app with phishing and malware attempts. It's because Russia knows that so many American officials and government employees think it's secure that they're then trying to target it and extract information. There are a couple reasons why some experts worry that this type of use of Signal by top government employees was illegal. Some cybersecurity officials have worried that this use violates the Espionage Act. Other experts have contended that these Trump officials might be violating FOIA, or the Freedom of Information Act, which requires that government records be kept for the public and for full transparency. But it seems like, according to The Atlantic, this Signal chat was set on disappearing messages, which means that these messages could evaporate after a certain amount of time. All of that to say is that Signal is much more secure than your average communication and really favored by a lot of cybersecurity professionals. But there are reasons why the US government has even stricter mandates and protocols in place to prevent exactly something like this leak from happening.